Hi everyone, it's Sandy here. So this is part 2 of my video for the Matchbox with the mini flipbook. In my previous video, which is the part 1 video, I just showed you the actual completed project and what's inside the Matchbox and just the layout of my Matchbox. So this is how it looks like, and then you open it out and you get the box tray. And I've put in there the little mini flipbook inside the Matchbox. So it's a fun project to create. So in this part 2 video, I'm going to do the tutorial for you, so you can make this whole complete project as well. It's a very easy and fun, quick project to make, and all it requires is just one sheet of 12 by 12 paper. And I'm going to go ahead now and show you how you could make one of these. So the first thing you want to do is you want to grab your 12 by 12 paper, and you're going to cut your first piece at 3 inches by 12 inches. And your next piece, you will cut that paper out at 4 inches by 8 inches. And your final piece of paper, you will cut that out at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. I'll put all the measurements down below for you, and I will also put the link to my completed project as well if you wanted to have a look at the part 1 video. So the next step we'll do is we're just going to get our scoreboard, and we'll score the first long piece that we cut up, which was your 3 inches by 12 inches. And we are just going to lay that down on the 12-inch side, and we are going to score it at 2 1/2 inches, 5 inches, 7 1/2 inches, 10 inches, and 11 1/4 of an inch. So that scoring is done for that piece. And in your next piece, which is your 4 inches by 8 inches, we are going to lay that down on the 8-inch side, and we will score it at 1 3/4, 2 1/2 inches, 5 1/4 inches, and 6 inches. So that one's done. And the final piece of paper, which is your 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches, we'll just lay that down on the 5 1/2 inch side, and we're just going to score it at 3/4 of an inch. Turn your paper 3/4 of an inch, turn it around again 3 1/4, and the same with the other side, 3/4 of an inch. So you just have a gap of 3/4 of an inch all around. Alright, so that's all the scoring done. So what we'll do now is we'll make the box tray for the Matchbox first, which will be this little piece here that we've got. So just follow all of the score lines, fold them nice and flat, so we'll get a nice box. Okay, so once you've got that all done, we are going to just cut some little pieces. So along here on your 4 little squares, we are going to just cut along these score lines, just up to that top score line there. So we'll just cut that out, just like that. And we're just going to cut this little flap just at an angle, just cut a little bit of that out, just like that. And then the same with the other flap. And then we'll just turn it around, and we'll just do the same with the other 2 score lines. We'll just cut them out. And then again, just cutting them out a little bit at an angle. Okay. So that's all the cutting that you need to do. The next step is we'll just turn your paper over, grab some adhesive or liquid glue that you prefer to use, and on each of these 4 little flaps on the corners here, we are just going to apply glue to those little flaps, making sure that you get it right up to the score line, like that. And then the same with the other two flaps. And so once you've got that, just turn your paper back over that way and grab those two outer flaps and bring them in, bring the front long flap over to the in front of it and adhere those flaps on the inside. And just making sure they will line up on the score line and at the fold. So just like that. And if you've got liquid glue, it may just take a few seconds to sort of set. And just line it all up. So that's one side, and then just on the other side we'll do the same. Just bringing those two outer flaps in and just bringing the longer flap up in front of it. And that they all should meet up nicely. Just like that. And then you can see that your box tray is already formed, and you've got your box ready made for your Matchbox cover. So that was pretty easy to create. So that might just take a few seconds to set. So that's done. And now what we'll do is we will grab your long piece of paper that we scored, and it was on the 3" by 12" side. What we're going to do here is you're just going to mountain and valley fold your score lines, or accordion fold your score lines. So what we're going to do here is you just grab your panel and you're just going to fold it up, fold it back, fold it up, fold it back, and then fold it up. So you'll get it looking like just like that. And now the next, what you want to do here is you just have to embellish all of your panels, add your goodies or your envelopes or whatever you want to do to your mini flip book first before we adhere it to the box tray. So in this case here I've got I've just embellished it like that on one side and add some little envelopes there. As well over here I've added some envelopes. This envelope here, I use the envelope punch board. I'll also show you the measurement for this one once we've completed the whole Matchbox. So in case you wanted to use one of these envelopes with your envelope punch board, I'll show you the measurements for that later. Okay, so once you've embellished all of your panels, so we just close your flip book over, and on this last bit here, which is the smaller bit of the flap, on the not the valley fold but on the mountain fold, we're just going to apply some glue to that piece, and my glue is going to come out. Here we go. Okay, so just apply some glue to that part of the panel. I'm going to adhere that to the box tray, and how you want to adhere that is you want to adhere it just not quite in the middle. See where you've got your fold here, you want that fold just a little bit off center, a little bit to the right hand side of your tray, just a little bit. It's probably best to use liquid glue, because the reason why is when you fold that down, you want to make sure that your book sits nicely inside the box tray like that. So as you can see, mine's not lining up properly in the middle. You can just move it over and just wiggle it around till you get it where you want it. And then once you've got that, just open your book and just press that down, just like that. Okay, so then you should be able to get your book in there nicely. And now what we want to do now is we're just going to make the cover for your Matchbox tray, which will be this bit here. So what we'll do is we'll just fold all of your score lines. I've already pre-folded all of mine. Again, just making sure that all your fold lines are all pressed flat and crisp. So that is how your box will look like once you've folded all your score lines. So we'll grab our box with the mini flip book, grab your cover. You're just going to wrap that around, so this bit here will be on the side of your Matchbox, and then the other side should also follow that way, and then the part that we go to adhere will be at the bottom of your Matchbox. So that's what we'll do now. We'll just turn it upside down and we'll just apply some glue just along here. When we apply the glue, don't make your box too tight around your box tray, otherwise it's hard to get your box out. So once you put your glue onto your backing, then you can sort of wiggle it around and adjust your cover and how tight you want it wrapped around. So I've applied glue to the mind frame. Sorry. Yeah. So just apply it. Just put it on there gently, and then just sort of wiggle around, just so it's enough to just keep your box snug, but not too tight. So you want to be able to open it out like that. So once you think you're happy with that, you can then let that set. So that's it for your Matchbox. And then you just embellish the top of your Matchbox, and then it's ready for you to give to somebody. These are great boxes as well for treat box, favour boxes. You can add some jewellery in here, handmade jewellery, and give that to somebody. A gift card can fit in here. Little trinkets or anything you like. So it's another nice little gift packaging to give to somebody. So that's your Matchbox done. And to make these little envelopes that I've got in here, what I've done was I've cut my paper out at 4 inches by 4 inches, and then I just laid my paper and lined it up at the 1 3/4 of an inch, which is just there. So you line that onto there and punch and score, and then turn it around, and following the score line with the notch, we just punch and score. Again, turn it over, following it at the score line with the notch, punch and score, and then just one last time, and that's it for that. And then I've just gone ahead and followed all the score lines, and then you've created your little envelope to fit in the one of those panels in your flipbook. I'll grab this one out to show you. So you just glue the flaps, and I've actually made mine at facing so what I've done here is, it is that one, yeah. This bit here where it sticks out, I've just gone ahead and just cut that out just a little bit, just like that. And then I've just applied some glue in here, and then just went ahead and done that. And I've also, you don't have to because you're not going to see it. And then that is it, and then just adhere it to your panel, just like that. So that's the size envelope that I used to fit in the mini flipbook panels. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and I hope you give this little project a go as well, and also the envelope if you wanted to put these little envelopes in there. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making this project, and it turned out quite pretty. So again, thank you for watching this part 2 video, and I will put the link for part 1 and all the measurements as well. So again, thank you for watching everyone, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.